Hello my little storm clouds, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we are building a castle to go in my fantasy save file. So for this I got some inspiration off Pinterest. I found a picture I really liked and sort of went off that, but then changed it up to my liking. And a lot of the times with these pictures you can't see the back or the sides, or you can only see one side. So I took inspiration from one side and flipped it on the other side, but I didn't want it to be perfectly symmetrical, so it's not exactly the same on both sides. I also wanted to add quite a lot of height, so in the end I ended up putting it on a very high foundation and then using terrain tools to make it all look like it's up on a hill well, more on a mountain, because I added quite a lot of rocks. I've been a little bit delayed with doing this save file. If you didn't see my community post already that I posted a few weeks ago now, I think it was, my mum was actually diagnosed with breast cancer and she was having surgery. So I travelled down to see her because I don't live anywhere nearby. I wanted to be there for her as well as my sisters and my stepdad. So I went down and just helped out around the house, cooked, cleaned, just did what I can while my mum was in for surgery. I do wish I could have stayed down longer, but sadly, since this is not sadly that it's my job, but I couldn't take any more time out without it affecting my funds to be able to pay my bills. So I was down there for a short amount of time, and I also just took a little bit of break before I went down because I just wasn't feeling up to it. And everything went well with my mum's surgery, so everything is on the mend, and she has radiotherapy in a few weeks' time, and we've been told she'll just feel quite tired, so I'm hoping she's going to be okay with that. But just a little PSA, make sure you check your breasts. Well, check anywhere that needs to be checked, like you see online. Check everything. If something feels off, contact your doctor. It's always better to be safe than sorry. You want to make sure you get it early as well. That's a quite good thing with my mum. She couldn't feel anything, but she went for a routine mammogram and a couple of lumps showed up. So it got sorted very quick. It was a very nice quick turnaround, which was good. But yes, don't forget to check your breasts. Anyway, back in with the build, enough about that. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what sort of style of castle this is. I was going to go for a very medieval style, and I was looking up online and nothing was really calling to me that I'd want to do. So it's sort of a basic style of castle, and it looks a lot bigger than it actually is. So the outer walls make it look really large, but the main portion of the building isn't that big because I didn't want something too big to do the interior, because I hate furnishing when there's massive rooms. So I kept the interior part small, and there's just a lot of walls around the outside to make it appear bigger than it is. I think I've only ever built one castle before, and again it was quite a small castle. It was way smaller than this, and that was my fairy castle that I did. So it was quite fun to build something that I don't really build that often, and I'm excited to build more fun palaces and castles when it comes to the rest of this fantasy save file. This one is in the human world, so it's pretty basic compared to what some of the other ones are going to be like. We're going to have a elven realm, a fae realm, and they're going to be a lot more majestic, I think. So if you don't know anything about the save file yet, maybe you're new here. So yeah, I'm starting a fantasy save file, which will be available on Patreon once Willow Creek is complete. I want at least one world complete before I release it, so that's why I'm doing it in this way. I am on my 7th build, I think. I haven't fully finished the 6th build, which is my medieval town square, because I haven't done the interiors of all of the different places that I've put in there. But I wanted a break from that, but I will be going back to that at some point, or doing a build every now and again in there and then flipping to a whole new lot. So once I've completed Willow Creek, this will go live on Patreon for you to download. It will be for paid members first, but only for 7 days, and then it will go free to everybody. And that will happen every time I've completed a new world. I will do an updated version of the save file. And again, for the first week, that will be for my paid members, and then it will go free for everybody 7 days later. And after each one goes live for free, I will be individually putting these on the gallery for those that can't download save files, like people on console. Or if you just want a couple of the build and not all of them, they will be all on the gallery, and I will make sure to list where each lot is if you want these in the exact lot that I put them in. I will also be making families for most of these lots. I had a problem with my save file, not going to lie, and I had to restart it, but I just saved the lots, so I have to go in and put the families back in that I've already made. So yeah, they're all going to have a little bit of a storyline. All the descriptions and everything for each build will be there with a little bit of a story there with it. But I will be made sure to do some starter homes and maybe a few larger homes that don't have any families in case you want to have your own family within this world. So I'll do a couple of them in Willow Creek as well as in the other worlds. There'll be like 1 or 2. I have a spreadsheet of builds that I want to do that I've been adding to and you've been giving suggestions, so if you have any more suggestions, feel free to suggest it. If you don't know if it's been suggested before, it doesn't matter, you can suggest it anyway, because like I said, I'm just adding to a spreadsheet. If it's already there, I know more than one person wants it. And when it comes to this build, again, I'm happy to take suggestions. I've only done the exterior so far, and I haven't started the interior when this goes live. So if you have any ideas on maybe a style, or if there's any items you think I should use within this build, let me know, and I'll maybe take the suggestion depending on if I like it or not. What I did do with this build is I added some magical elements in a way. So one of the turret towers has the Realm of Magic like floor paneling thing, which has like ruins or something on, and then there is a fairy statue on it. I wanted to make it look like the humans had taken over, because I swear whenever I read a fantasy book, the humans are always the bad guys, and I agree, we are the bad guys. Humans are the worst, so yeah, I've added some elements like the humans have taken over this castle at some point, or I wanted to create a lot of different shapes. There's, like I said, I think I said hexagonal. These are octagonal because there is 8 sides. So yeah, octagonal turrets as well as the rounded turrets. And I joined some of the rounded turrets to straight walls, so they are like more of a semicircle at the base, and then they are round towards the top. I had to move the castle all the way to the back, especially because I wanted a staircase coming down that was winding a little bit. I had an absolute nightmare with this, and my tool mod keeps breaking the game and not letting me save it, but I do need to use tool mod for some things, so it was frustrating because I wanted to do more of a winding staircase coming down, so using tool mod to place an item down and make it look more rounded. So at first I just put a normal staircase down, then I was like, oh, I'll do that idea instead, and because my tool mod kept breaking, I didn't end up doing that, and I did end up using staircases going down, but I used putting flooring down between each section. It made it a lot easier, and then I surrounded the area with a lot of rocks to try to fill it in and make it look like it was on top of a mountain or up a really rocky hill. So I'm still not very well. I've been like not well for like 2 months now. My cough just won't go away. So because my chest's getting quite bad from talking a lot, I am just going to play some music for you now and let you chill and watch the rest of the video.